Morning everyone. It's a bit of a frosty lovely morning and I'm off to buy a tree today. Not a Christmas tree, but a tree for planting on the farm. I've been looking at my little brochure here from a little local plant nursery, and I've decided to buy a field maple and an oak tree which we're going to plant up at Jones's Furlong Wood. I thought it was a nice idea for the end of the year to plant a tree, put something back on the farm, you know, because we make a living out of the farm. It's nice to put something back. So I'm going to go and see Tom down at Mount Pleasant Trees, a local guy who produces trees for the area. Get myself a nice couple of trees and we'll go up with the kids later on and plant them. So anyway, let's go head off to Rockhampton and go and see Tom. Okay, so I've just arrived at the tree nursery. I'm going to go and find Tom. He's hiding in his shed, I think. And this is the guy that produces the trees. He's got a lot here. Look at this. There's Christmas trees, all sorts of things here. And it'd be interesting to chat to him and have a little word with him about his tree. Hey Tom, how you doing, mate?
I've got to find him now because that's over here, right here.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, how's it going?
So I phoned in earlier, and you've picked out a tree.
Yeah, we've got a nice English oak there.
The oak, wonderful.
Rover. Good English oak with a nice root which I dug out this morning. And then we've got a field maple.
Field maple, lovely.
Which is also a good native tree, and obviously you see a lot of these in the hedgerows.
I love those because of the colour in the autumn.
Yeah, a nice delicate leaf.
Yeah.
Goes a lovely sort of buttery yellow in the autumn, but it makes a nice specimen tree in its own right. It's got a good sort of bushy open crown in maturity, sort of medium-sized tree. So
tell me, Tom, these trees then, you dug them out of, do you grow them from seed, or how does it work? Do you buy them in little whips or sort of?
Yeah, well these ones were grown on from smaller plants, and then I take out every other one which I'm going to grow on for a specimen.
Right.
So it's a case of sort of grading the smaller ones, which I then trim up to grow as a nice...
So there's quite a lot of work then to sort of, I mean, I know from when I planted the apple orchard, it's not just a case of putting something in the ground and leaving it. You've got to kind of get them a good shape. And...
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Because you don't want all the lower branching really, because ultimately, saying that, it's got a few lower branches, but you can...
I'll plant that and I'll trim that up.
Yeah, that's exactly, because in time, obviously, as the trunk goes up, those sort of lower ones are redundant. You don't want a sort of heavy branch come in that could sort of jeopardise, you know, make it split or something. But
so you've got, I mean, I've got myself the maple and the oak. But what range of trees do you sell here? And you know, because it's interesting to know what other ones you sell.
You name it really. I mean, I suppose the staple is the sort of native hedging species. A lot of the local farmers and landscapers and.
I see you've got some over here. What's that? Is that hornbeam?
Yeah, that's Copper Beech.
Oh, Copper Beech.
I've just got these healed into tanks. So I'm in between lifting.
So
I might heal some into
so you basically lift them and then you keep them moist.
Yeah, basically, because they're dormant this time of year. Between sort of, you start around mid-November. You can keep them out of the ground as long as the roots are covered, whether that's with soil or sacking temporarily. And then I can, if I've got a lot of orders coming in, I can grab them easier. Just have some ready, really. And then we also sell potted specimens.
Oh, you've got these potted ones.
Nice crab apples.
Crab apples.
And cherry.
Good selection.
Nice evergreens, hollies, laurel, you know, all the sort of staples.
You've got a pretty good coverage of most trees that people like.
Yeah, definitely. And then when you get into the bigger things, like some nice yew there.
Oh, right, okay.
The root balling.
Yeah.
So they're sort of netted.
Right.
Root in there,
so what's the best time of year to plant a tree then?
Well, from about November at the earliest, I would say. Well, once they drop their leaves, basically, you start the digging.
Okay.
So from there until back end of planting, really March. It's getting late, and say mid-March, but I mean it does depend a bit. We do have cold Marches sometimes.
Is that so that they can get their roots down before the dry weather? You know, the summer comes.
Yeah, basically, you know, disturbs them less if you dig them. You know, say mid-November time. Get them in. I don't know, before Christmas or the early part of the new year. They have time to get themselves established before they start growing. Really, the later you do it, They will take, but they need more aftercare with watering and stuff.
Yeah,
so
sure.
you're better to get them in early. And
so I better crack on and get these planted then.
Yeah, you're bang on now. You know, for Christmas. That's perfect.
So Tom,
really.
just before I go, I'm going to go off and plant these with my kids. Have you got a website if anyone wanted to buy a tree from you?
MountPleasantTrees.com is where you want to go.
Do you do delivery or is it pick up only?
We can arrange for sort of local delivery. We have a dedicated van service which will do, you know, if it's a larger load, can't go in the car. But it's surprising, most mid-sized hatchbacks you can get a lot of trees.
I know, because I bought my car. I didn't bring the Land Rover today.
I could probably put 10,000 hedging in there if I
really?
Push. Yeah,
you're good at stacking. So they should come and see. What was it again? Mount Pleasant?
MountPleasantTrees.com. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So,
thanks very much, Tom.
All right.
I'm going to go and plant these now. Cheers. I'll let you carry them to the car.
Yeah, nice one.
Thank you very much, mate. Well, brilliant. I've got the trees from Tom and they're just sat here beside me. I'm going to take these back to the farm and then me and the boys and my wife Sam are going to go up to the woods and we're going to actually plant at least one of these. I think I might leave one for another day, but we'll do one today. And let's see how we get on with that. Right, let's go.